Boo! Ah! Booyah! But not yeah, just boo-ah. Boo-ah! Blah! Okay. Shall I get cards for each in a bit? I think not. I think we'll just do crystals. So, pick your crystal. This is pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe a mystery pile too, but you'll have to like find it. Because I was thinking, I know I won't give too much away. I don't know if I'll do it even, but I think I will. It's just there's not going to be a timestamp. It's like you have to find it. Maybe. I just love that it's not even like there is a mystery pile and you have to find it. It's like you might just end up looking for ages and finding nothing. Maybe that's a collective message. Okay. I'm not even going to interpret it though. I'll show the crystals in the piles close up, but not now. Also, it's all really slanted. It's like, this is way right and bottom to my viewpoint of life. Yeah, where's the bottom of it? Here. It's quite a small section, but my phone doesn't look that high up. Oh, I've pushed it more this way. Okay, that's actually better than usual, I think. Something's better than usual. Okay, but by accident. Yeah, it's like all of you are going to stumble on the mystery pile, but by accident. And I'm also thinking there may not even be a pile 6. There's a lot of mystery here. Okay, let's just go straight to pile 1. See you at your piles. Bang. Welcome in, pile 1. The first thing I want to note is that I placed your crystal in a position that I don't usually place it. Whoa, there's loads of ways this can go. Okay, there's loads of ways this can go. I'm gonna put it in the center. Fancy that. It's like it can be placed in a different way, and it can also be like placed in a different way. What does do cards? I like that Earth is popping out for you first. I think there's something very clarifying in your experience right now. I don't quite want to call it a reshaping though. It's like seeing what has already been reshapen. Maybe. I kind of don't want these cards. So we have oak tree and sweet chestnut tree. Back of the deck is sycamore tree. Let's do animals too. And the wonkers, why not? But which do we do first? That's the question. Is it though? I don't think that's the question. Could be though. Oh, I thought I was going to choose the animals first. Something is like... Ooh, how do I explain this? It's more like step by step instead of whole feeling. I want this one. Blue guy. Okay, leave that there. Put those to the side. Yeah, there's like an order to this, it feels like. I feel like you're feeling a lot of different emotions. Maybe you don't quite know how to settle in to your own emotional body right now. You might be feeling quite overwhelmed. It almost feels like you're wondering if you'll choose to feel that or not though. It's like your mind thinks that you have more of a say in how you're feeling than maybe your emotional body is feeling. Okay, back of the deck is turtle. Okay, flow. So we have lemur and penguin as the animals. I'm gonna stand up. See, I thought it was gonna look a bit more balanced, but it's not seeming to be looking that way. And I don't know what is straight here. That could be significant. That could be significant. Not knowing what is up and what is down. No, I feel like it's straightness. And what's up and down. Okay. Okay, if you say so. Let's get deity cards. I feel like you're feeling a bit like frozen in motion. Yeah. Because that's that thing of the like brain thinking that brain can decide about feelings. Because frozen in motion, it's like you can't freeze and be moving, right? Right? I haven't experienced that. We have Priapus, Morpheus, and Rhea. Okay, they so fit for you. I don't know how yet, but they do. They do go. Back of the deck is Fenrir. Oh, that feels like that turtle back of the deck. There's like an undercurrent of home here. Let's use runes too. And my yes and no deck. Let's do that first. I want 4. The first one is no, which the way I took it was like me saying I want 4 and it being like no. It looks like oak, does it not? Like imagine the top of the K is cut off and then you ignore the A and then it's on. Oh, wait, and and that's the opposite of no. Interesting. We might be taking a bit of like a past to future approach. Maybe not. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get like 2 pop out now just as there's only 1 place left? It feels like it could fit here, like there's only 1 thing left to do maybe? And a feeling of ah! But maybe more seriously that like ah! Ooh! Ending on no. Okay, so we have a lot of no's come out. Back of the deck is both but in reverse. See, that's it's making me think of not both, because especially the thing of like frozen in motion, it's like no, you can't be frozen in motion, that's not a thing. Wait, I have my rune bag and I have a few notes I made when I was like learning what they were called, or like the stuff about the runes, but these are so similar to these that I almost put these back in their place, in place of them. Okay, now let's get some runes and then we'll talk. Could that be significant? Like da 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 da, then we'll talk, then things are in motion, or then I'll have something to say. It's in the wrong way. Order. That word order has come through a second time, I believe. So that could be significant here. Order, yeah, the dot 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 order. Okay, so we have Laguz, the word rune, Bakana, Uruz, which is just not wanting. It's like the right way up just is not really fixated. Okay, interesting. It's like it takes a lot of skill to make it. Skill I have to make it upright. Boy, that made me happy. Okay, and then the final rune is Perthor. See, I feel like I'm being very happy and you're reading. I feel like I wanted to call that a colour then, like blooding, or like a reed. That's making me think of a clarinet reed or like an instrument's reed. A reading. That'd be cool if this was like playing music, because then that would be more wordical. Okay. Some people are gonna start getting annoyed. The fact that I haven't said anything yet. I have though. I've been spitting rhymes. Ah no, it fell over. The funny thing is I haven't actually said any rhymes in this video, I think. Okay, yeah, what I was trying to say before was I feel like I am in like a more extremely energetic feeling, but it's like that's what's coming out, but I don't actually feel that. Like in this energy, I feel more difficulty, or it's not confusion. What is it? I want to say like a focus beam, not just focus, but a beam. I think there's a lot about creativity here, or about like a certain childlike innocence. I feel like you're feeling called into a strong sense of play. And I feel like that brings up emotions. This feels like there's such a focus on the inner child. And feeling like you have the space to be that, to express that, to let go of worries, and to really fall into like present pleasure. Like how you can make the most out of where you're currently at. Ah, I can't get it back again. My skill had been devoured. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like you're really wanting to let loose and play more. Is it close? And of course your version of play can be individual to you. It doesn't have to mean what you think it would mean to me. And maybe that's significant, because we have this yes card with loads of smiley faces, which makes me think of the only reason you'd be saying yes in like, and if that's not like a deliberate situation, then the energy of displaying yes would be based on other people's expectations of you, or trying to appease others, like trying to put a smile on other people's faces, because I think there's like a clear you wanting a no. It's like the only thorn, the only like troubling energy seems to be around the yes. With Morpheus coming out, you may be dreaming about your own no being wavering and like being like adhering to other people's needs as opposed to your own. With Rhea here, that makes me think maybe some of you have dreamt of like taking care of others, or just again kind of appeasing others. It doesn't have to be this coming through in dreams, so it could be. It could also just be what you're experiencing consciously. I got it once. I must be able to get it again. See, I feel like you've like really tapped into a certain like opportunity of sorts, or a certain joy, certain like lightness and love, and it feels like a love of life, but it feels like there's an unsureness around if that's really like accessible to you more long term or more palpably. Interesting. The Priapus energy makes me think of a lust for life, a vibrancy, I heard a will to live, but then I was kind of hearing it like not just a will to live, but a desire to live. Like, but it didn't really feel like that. It felt like that was my mind trying to create reason. But this whole energy doesn't feel like reason. It feels like the natural way that your energy wants to express itself, wants to be, wants to live. It could have to do with community or certain others. But it also could have strongly to do with like the opposite of that, like a lack of others, or maybe a quieter energy or more closed off. It's just I'm reading these no's, like there feels like opportunity for you to do more of what lights you up, and I feel like that would include saying no to certain areas of life or others that would take you out of that or wouldn't provide that. Yeah, it feels like you've been shown what you want, and it's like a knock on your door that you get to answer, and you get to maybe continue answering, or not. And I'm also saying that in the opposite way. This is confusing, that I'm giving the same example but for the opposite reason, which could be significant here. But the example I was seeing was like someone playing a game and that really lighting up their inner child, but then like someone knocking at the door and then going to answer that, and then like having them take you out somewhere. Like they wanted to go somewhere, so then you decided to go, but actually what you really wanted to do was continue playing your game inside. And that does not have to be the exact example, there's just an example. What was that energy? It wasn't quite me getting defensive, but maybe. So it feels like there's a sense of you maybe going back on your word. Like maybe you state no, but then you feel like that's not okay, and then you move out of that inner child because you feel like it's not okay to be resting or to be at ease without difficulty. It's like you get convinced that you need to be struggling more. It feels like going from no, full stop, to no wavering, to like this yes is from others, that's what's making that no waver, but then you go back to deciding like a big no, and it's like a exclamation mark no, where you really allow yourself to flow more, to be less serious, I think, and to like take a gamble on what life can really offer you, and on like how good you can really make your life. By taking out the thorns of that which like chips away at your own sense of peace or your own sense of vitality. I'm thinking of blue and baby blue too. So children themselves could be significant here. Like actual babies. Actual ones. Instead of the fake kind. But maybe the fake kind too. I hit that like kind 2. Let's get number cards. But where do we put them? I feel like it's suddenly gone slow. That's the middle. That's more the middle. It's a weird place for a crystal to go. But I like it. Okay, let's get numbers now. We have 25, 24, 19, 'I feel like there's a sense of like feeling like you have to prepare in some way that isn't authentic, which goes with childlike energy, which is so present, not so planning. And 000, I love that 000 at the end because it so fits the... I didn't even say all the rune names, did I? I stopped halfway, I think. Actually, I think I just stopped on the 30 says. Yeah, it's like you were getting caught up on the thorn, the thing that's causing disruption. Back of the deck is 103. And I'm blanking on the name of it. Padthra. Yeah, I love that the 000 goes with the Padthra as well as the like fluid, no? Exclamation mark. Why though? It fits the energy. It's like, well, for one, it's definitely, well, for 0, it's the not anything, like it's possibility. But it's not like it giving infinity, like what is possible. It's more like unthinking than that, or it's more like eggs that you haven't opened that you can open up and see what's inside. It really does feel like a gamble of sorts, taking a chance. It feels like taking a chance on your own self, like what you represent somehow, or what your heart represents. It's like going into this darkness and seeing the you that can emerge with like a foundation of this oak safety, with a foundation of what you're wanting to do is okay. I feel like there's something you can decide for yourself. If not other people's values, then whose? That's a weird expression. I was basically trying to say, what are your values, even if other people don't share those? Because that's how you find the people who do share those. If that is at all on your mind. Yeah, I felt wonky saying that. Yeah, I feel like there's a strong sense, I'm now remembering, before using your crystal, I had such a strong sense of, like, questioning myself whether I'm actually allowed to. Like, is that really okay to use this crystal? Yeah, it felt like a sense of asking authority, like looking to a quote-unquote like higher guidance as opposed to your own. Yeah, this feels like choosing that your own innocence can be the highest guidance, the highest authority. Play. It's something so simple and easy feeling. It's like it has the ability to be overwhelming, but I don't think it is. Or it doesn't have to be. You can settle into a truth of, I think, a very trusting energy. Yeah, there's such a feeling of falling back on that which nourishes you, falling back on that which feels stabilizing to you, which may not look stabilizing or feel stabilizing to others. It may at their truth in the core, but I think you're tapping into something that at least those around you or certain others that you're concerned about their opinions of, if that made sense wordlically, licking the words, they don't like tap into their own sense of trust and that play is okay, or that life can be easy or can be more enjoyed. You may have come from feeling like there were certain barriers on your own happiness. More of a sense of responsibility. I just laugh because this is a feeling of like making play something responsible, making lightness and joy like a rule. Oh, I can't think of another word. And okay, that's interesting. It's like I was trying to erase the word rule somehow, but it wasn't coming out. I don't know what that's about here. Trying to let go of the rules, but that's hard. There's a lot of Wheel of Fortune energy here, which feels like allowing luck like to show you the way. And that involves like taking the back seat in some sense, if you're wanting luck to take the front seat. It's like I just got an image of like allowing your own inner child to be the driver in the car, but then I got like an image that's hard to explain the feeling of just like childhood games for me, like Mario Kart, like letting that be the driving seat, but I don't know how that applies and I can't understand that. It was just a cool energy connected to following your own inner child and play. Okay, that's why I'm gonna end your reading, pal number 1. I love you. See you in another if I do. Fare thee well. feel like I'm really having to like concentrate or yeah, some sort of focus on where I'm putting these back. I don't know what that means, but that's there. If that's relevant for you. Half an hour already. Felt like that was quite quick. Yawn. Welcome in, pile 2. I'm suddenly very tired. Are you quite tired? What are you tired of, though? That's the question. Wee. Tired of wheeze? I'm imagining like a very specific scenario now where like someone has a new animal friend or little child who like needs to keep going for a wee and you have to keep taking them out, like for example in the night, and that's why you're tired. Okay, I don't always give specific examples I'm seeing, so that feels particular to all of your situations that I wanted to give that. Whale shark. Yeah, it's a very nurturing energy. Caregiver vibes. Oh, I know what deck I want to use for you and I don't have it out. And back of the deck now is chicken. This guy. Whoa, those slid out. And I might even take this away. Oh, I just heard like the... Wait, I'll finish the first sentence first. I might take this away because it just reminded me of this deck, because this also has a whale shark in it. Yeah, I will do that actually. Interesting. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, take it away. It was a scary part of Lord of the Rings the musical, I think. Take it away. I'd always skip that song. Oh, now I'm hearing The Road Goes On. Okay. So we have monkey eating, spider monkeys drinking from a canopy flower. Well, one of them is drinking, one of them is definitely not drinking. Then we have basaltic lava flow. Interesting, I said that not like lava flow, but lava kind of comma flow. I don't want more, and I feel a bit angry in this energy, which fits that fire and the guy beside there who's not getting a drink. That feels more of the same message, right? Like, someone drinking a lot, and so they're needing to flow, pee, and then tying that with, like, that's making someone else angry. What is the metaphor of that? Like, you having to clean up someone else's mess continually, and that making you feel tired? Purple moonstone. Feels like a higher calling or a purpose. Oh, jumping frogs. Yeah, that feels like an energy of like having a lot on your plate, jumping around, doing a lot. If you felt drawn to pile 1, I can see the ties, because there's a sense here that you of being like overworked, or you're taking on a lot for others, this feels like, or just a lot of something that is really draining. Okay, gnomes. I'm thinking of gnomes like they're very grumpy. I'm not saying they are, but I'm just seeing them that way this time. This time, interesting. Elementals. Yeah, I'm gonna keep getting cards from this, but just not in the normal way. There's a sense of like being able to handle the situation in a different way to usual. Sweet chestnut. Yeah, getting your own needs met feels like a priority here. to stay sane. Okay, we have a no. It's a happy no. With an exclamation mark, a sun. I'm wanting to say a risen sun. And then did I say a smiley face? Did I say also we have elementals and yew tree? I don't think I did. And that makes me think of what's going unsaid. Okay. I think I need more of something. Guru, guru, guru. Do you need more of something? I don't know what though. That feels so significant. Needing more of something but not knowing what. I feel suddenly really blank. I guess let's just try for this. I'm having quite a strong headache. Ooh. You might be revisiting something or resisting letting go of something. Okay, we have Orta in reverse, who is someone who holds his best friend or like carries him everywhere, but it's in reverse, which makes me think it's something that like you're doing acts of service not out of a place of fullness, but out of another place, for example, obligation, which is from a drained space. And then Kanata in reverse is making me think of I can see this going two ways. For one, like not asking for help and like refusing to call someone, and the other way would be like refusing to say, like it's not about asking for help, but it's about not saying your no, not communicating a sense of no, if that is relevant here. Okay, and interesting that the two upright cards come first, and then the upside down ones come later, and I'm finding myself getting into a bit of an energy of struggling to speak. Not quite, but like varying on it, which feels like an energy of like, should you decide to speak, you'd be able to communicate it effectively, but there's a sense of like holding back. Like trying to hold the world on your shoulders, like trying to keep it all together yourself. This might be something you want to like seek further guidance on or get specific help with. I'm wanting to ask first up, I'm wanting to ask, do you know the actions that you're wanting to take and and it's just like a resistance, or do you not know? So I'm wanting to ask, do you know? Yes. And it involves others. Yeah, I feel like this is split. For some of you, it involves asking for help from others, or like, I don't feel like it's directly that. It's like, so for some of you, it's like a yes towards others, and others of you, it's like a no towards others. Whichever is the burden reliever. So then the reliever, like relieving, like like relieving oneself, like peeing. What is it about peeing here? Then this is Flynn Rider and Tsuki. Okay. Those are the upright ones. They give solo vibes, but I feel like that's not the message. There is a bit of a mask. I don't feel like that's it either. This feels like a guide, like help. I heard babysitter for some of you. Tsuki. I heard a step in the right direction. I feel like I don't need to say much more just because I think we asked, and I just feel also from you that this is something that's kind of played on your mind a lot, or plagued your mind is what I heard, that you've just been resisting doing. Okay. Maybe that's why, like, you're wanting to hold up a certain, maybe elegance? Like, wanting to hold up an image. And I think that's coming into, like, a strong question here because of how drained you feel. Yeah, something feels like it's really taken a toll on you. And you're at the point of wanting to let go of a certain image and follow what feels like you'd get your needs met. Yeah, I feel like for all of you, you know the steps that you're wanting to take. It just might not, some of you just might not relate that to the words wanting to take. I'm wanting to say, like, think of the result, think of the feeling of lightness it will bring. And you can weigh that against the feeling of maybe of the why you're not wanting to do it. I just think that they're not really, it's like the level of life force that I feel like you'd have would be so much more after particular action. Yet thought feels so strong and energized. Like you'd have strength, you'd have vitality. This is a feeling too of that analogy of, like, you can't fill other people's cups from an empty cup, or like put your own mask on before you put someone else's on. Like, you are most able to be helpful, that could be something, when you are at your best. I don't want to say helpful, it's like the energy you want to provide others with, or the energy you want to be for others, that can be so much more truthfully apparent when this action gets taken, I think. I just think that Thor is kind of rounding it off very well. Strength. Yeah, this feels strongly about letting go of burdens. in whatever way that applies for you. I'm going to end your reading there, pile number 2. I love you. Bye-bye. For those of you who remain from pile 2, actually I think I might do something else for you. Let's use the animal deck. The wrong one, or something about how, like, I'm just remembering now when I got your crystal, it's like I was imagining that it was for a certain energy, but then I realized, oh wait, no, it's not for that energy, it's this energy. Actually, I think that's all I need. Okay, that's for those of you who took something from that. Okay, now we'll do pile 3. Welcome in pile 3. I feel like saying that the first normal one. Usually I put my crystals on the left, in the upper left corner for readings, but for the others I was putting them in different places. It feels like, yes, woohoo! Ah, finally! Something feels... I don't know what to call this. Okay, both of these are coming up in reverse. You know what? It feels like a progression of the first 2 piles, but this is like drastic change. This is a feeling of like complete carelessness. Maybe not complete carelessness, but there's a sense of like your version of having something together is by not having something together. But now I'm questioning myself, like, wait, am I misreading this? I don't think I am. That might be what you're experiencing. There's like a slight, wait, am I misusing this, or am I this? But there's such a strong lightness to your whole energy. Yeah, I feel like you're questioning something. Back of the deck is Artemis. Yeah, there's something very natural about this energy. This is like a tree moss agate, which makes me think of nature too. I feel like saying, what is it? Like, some of you have come from another reading. I don't know why though. Could that be significant? I don't know why though. Where you've come from. There's a strength to this. Possibly quite biting. I want to use colours for you, I like that. I don't know about this deck, or... yeah, it will be this deck. Because I can't be bothered for the other one, it's too big. Or heavy. Which is interesting because you have Thor. Strong. There's a feeling of like you could look for difficulty, but it's not really here. Or you don't have to. There's a sense of being very strongly protected too. It's like feeling like you really can like let your barriers down because you feel safe. I think some of you could be questioning like something's trustworthiness. It could be yourself, it could be others. And there's a strong, yeah, full stop. Something's very strong here. What was I gonna say? I guess that's all I have to say on that. Butterfly fish at the back. Is that what it's called? Butterfly fish, yes. But feeding on, or feeding among coral. Beautiful. Okay, so we have anteater. Was this like a giant anteater? There's two types of anteaters in this deck, and I forget which one this is. Yes, giant anteater. And this is a coconut sprouting on a beach. This is the front cover of the book that these cards are from. Let's use bird cards too. There's so much colour here. But now I'm thinking how holly tree feels like one of the few trees that moss like wouldn't grow on. I'm just thinking of the like tree moss agate. It's like I feel like it shouldn't, or it wouldn't. It's not a shouldn't energy here, I think. Though maybe you're questioning that. It's more like a it wouldn't than shouldn't. Yeah, I feel like you're questioning if something's really okay. And there's a strong sense of, yes, you're protected. Yes, it's okay for you to relax. Or yes, something is protected or something is secure. Maybe like spikies to outside forces, like there's a like a border of security here. Montague's Harrier. I don't quite want to say I feel disorderly, but it's something similar. Disorders could be significant here, or disabilities. Red kite and sparrowhawk. I don't know where to place them. Yeah, the shape of this is a bit weird. Not uncomfortable weird though. Just a bit quirky. Let's use body cards. Yeah, even this, it's like the sparrowhawk looks like it's like protecting its nest. And I'm seeing the red kite like on lookout. I'm not like feeling this super strongly, but I'm seeing a strong sense of like your spirit team or friends in other forms, or you know, any forms, who have really got your back. Others are really looking out for you. That's what this feels like. I think you're just not sure if you can fully lean on that feeling or that knowing. So we have neck, eyebrows, eyelashes. Yeah, I feel like you're really like squinting your eyes at something and like elongating your neck to see like, is something what it seems. Like anteaters make me think of such like a leisurely way of life. They feel like they're in their own world, and it just feels so gentle. I don't want to say that nothing could take them out of it, but it's a feeling of they don't need anything to take them out of it. Ah, so gentle. And with this coconut sprouting, it feels like such lightness, such fresh energy. Something being prosperous. Something that's maybe just budding, and that's why there's this like safe haven of like, it's okay, it's protected, or you're protected. There's like a longevity feeling here, but to do with something that's just sprouting. I'm seeing it's like, because it's so by the ocean, it's like the water can cyclically nourish it. So it's like, even though the water looks so far in the distance right now, we know that the water will come up and back and up and back. So there's a feeling of like, even if you can't really tell why like the energy of it's okay is here, there's a sense that you know that, or that it is okay to trust your knowing. Back of the deck is beard. Yeah, that feels like that wisdom, trusting what you know, or maybe what your ancestors have told you. That could be significant for some. Let's use runes. We have Twas, which I love because that is Thor's, like, Mjolnir, or however you pronounce it. Thor's hammer. Which feels like it would fit so much here. This is then Awaz and the word rune, because Thor's hammer is, it's like it can, this rune, it can be used to, like, to harm or to protect, and there feels like such an energy of protection here. You are safe, or this is safe. Safe. You know what this feels like? It feels like not just like a temporary, like, being protected or safety, but it feels like you've hired like a like a security guard, like you've hired a bodyguard of sorts. Maybe that's true for some of you, but others of you, maybe you have a particular guide that you're connecting to do with this that feels so, I heard possessive. Or it's like a feeling of a spirit guide. Which is just interpretable as a spirit guide, depending on your perspective. Let's use one other card, but what about the Awaz then? But I think I didn't quite get that energy out, or for some of you it didn't click. Like there's a long-lasting protector here. Like you have like an energy of this is watched over, this is cared for. It's okay, and it's not going away anytime soon, at least. Awaz. Oh, yeah, there's such a feeling of like, it's okay, you're safe. It's okay, you can relax. Some of you, there's like a sense of like allowing your own nervous system to like fully like loosen, to fully breathe. And Awaz. That reminds me of the beard card. I don't think it means that though. What does it mean? It makes me think of higher realms. And yeah, back of the deck, the Great Chickpea, there's something very reliable about this, but not maybe so much in the earthly realm. Because the earthly realm might feel a bit more like slow moving, or it's hard to fully get a grasp of this. But you definitely feel like both physically and spiritually you are taken care of, or this is taken care of. Or they. I can imagine some of you also being like parents who are asking about their children. That type of energy here, like are they safe? Are they well? And it's like, yes, they're doing very safely, very wellly. But of course, that doesn't have to be the case for all of you. And this word rune makes me think of specifically that spiritual connection of like, this Awaz rune feels like bridging the physical and the spiritual in a sense of it's okay. And the Twas feels like that grounded sense of protection, and the word rune feels like that spiritual sense of being able to trust the divine, that which you cannot see, being very involved in this situation. Like, very involved. Because I think you feel it strongly. This Thor image also looks like that same thing of both the ground and the skies. Matter and less seeable matter. Actually, I don't know the technical term of matter, but that's my interpretation of matter, that it's everything, but just about perception. But that's probably not true to what the actual definition means. So what does that mean? Not actually true to the definition? I mean, what it's making me think of is like, this is currently like literally labeled a coconut sprouting. Like, it's not a tree yet, but that doesn't mean that it won't become a tree. I think there's something that like gives off an energy of somewhat like, I shouldn't be able to feel so at peace here, but you know that you can, you know that you do. And it's okay to lean into that feeling of, I'm just gonna say again, safety. Maybe repetition is important too. Maybe repetition brings you a sense of ease and love, comfort, safety. Feeling like you can root yourself. Or remain unrooted if that's something that this situation feels like it is including. But being able to like float with it then. The eyelashes and eyebrows just feel again like that which is protecting the eyes. And that's making me think of like the direction from those eyes, like your soul is guiding you. I feel like you feel very tied in with spirit, or tied in with something that makes you feel very protected. You're really being shown the way. I keep getting the sense of something like gripping you, like with love and with like such a feeling of directing that you feel safe. It's like even when it feels like the ground below is like shaky, you actually don't feel shaky because of how held on to you are. Some of your guides have like a strong seriousness to them. Like, we're not messing around with this one. Oh, I love them. Yeah, it's like a we've got you, we've got you. Okay, I'm gonna end your reading there, pal 3. I love you very much. That was a very... I don't know what energy to call it, but I really liked it, and I think that I'll be coming back to this reading at some point, because this energy, it just feels so like I can really rest into it. Yeah. I think that this is such root chakra energy, healing vibes. But very, very strongly connected to the crown also. It's like root and crown. It's just, it's safe. I love that energy. Yeah, there feels like a lot of energy came through in this pocket of time and space we shared together this time. Okay. It felt like my words weren't very important for the brain, but it maybe yes, but it felt like I was strongly a channel of like reflecting to you, like, hey, look at all the energy that you're feeling. which is my intention for every reading, but I don't know, there's something specific about your own awareness of this protection energy. Something being protected. I didn't get at what I was trying to say then. It's just that this felt like such a pocket of energy, and I feel like that's what those who are caring for you like have provided. Like, you are in like a pocket of energy. You, or this, whatever this is on about, it feels like there's a sense of a container. I heard the word respite. And it's interesting because I feel like I feel like I should have been way slower in that reading for you, and I'm only now realizing that I felt a bit jig-jaggled. Yeah, so no, but I feel like there's a part of this which isn't even calling for like slowness and intentional grounding. It's like, no, it's okay to literally just be whatever energy vibration you're at. Full stop. Yeah. Now I feel like I've opened something, and it's like before there was a pocket, but now this energy feels more open to something larger growing, like the full fruit of the trees. It's like the closed pocket was that tree fully grown, but now there's this energy of, and now the fruit come. And then they fall, and then they sprout new. Okay, take that as it resonates. Some of you could relate that to like you, or this feeling. I'm gonna just say it's you. You can just change it around if that's not true for you. You feeling so protected, and then because of you receiving that to your fullest, you then grow and become that same protective energy for others. Okay. Pile 4. Sparkly. Welcome in, Pile 4. I feel like there's a sense of like looking around, or like feeling maybe like you're a step behind. Pointing in the direction, wee, and then going there. Let's use number cards first. I feel like there's something small and cute about this energy. But I kind of got like a no. Yes. But no and yes. Okay, so we have numbers 29, the blank number. It's not just a blank card, it's the blank number card. What does that mean? Maybe not having something specific. It looks like a bridge. Back of the deck is 9. And cutting to 44. Ooh, there's a softness to this. I love this. I feel weird using this deck for you, because I feel like the white, my created cards would fit more. But I want to use this deck, so I'm going to Hachoo. Tissue. Ah, back of the deck is Snow Leopard. Let's keep him out. Personal preference could be relevant here. Okay, this is a mouth brooding kitchlet with young citchlet. Kitchlet? It's making me think of a kitchen lid, like a jar with a lid. Then a kakapo, a bird of paradise, a superb bird of paradise. Oh, there is a gentleness here. Then glasswort, a saguaro cactus, Saguaro. It's not all in shot. Shot, bam! A coniferous forest. A garden eel. Oh, this is many. That could be significant to your situation. Oh, this is many. Okay, now I heard, oh, this is money. That could be significant too. I'm moving it up. There's a perfectness to them without. Well, almost perfect, maybe. Okay, I don't know what to say in this energy. I feel like it wants to be quiet. I feel like this could be a lot of space holding. We shall see, though. You might be in a new environment or really feeling quite sensitive due to certain circumstances. I feel like there's a sense of like returning in this energy. I just got the image for someone of like returning to their childhood home and they're in their bedroom and it feels different. But there's like a piece there, or there's a... How do I explain this energy? It feels fresh, it feels sensitive, it feels very sensitive. I think I'm gonna use some more cards still. But I feel like I'm gonna have too much then. Is that a feeling here? This might give an energy of like someone who's not used to having much, then having a lot. It's like these coniferous trees, it's like they're completely like drenched in snow. And then it's like the anteater has crawled up the tree. Like, wow, that's a lot. It's like they jumped off the ground. There feels like an adjusting energy here. And it's like it's all things that you love, or there's a feeling of like so much newness that you love. It's just, what is it just? Yellow wagtail. I feel surprised that I'm in a gentle energy here. That's what I'm wanting to say. Yeah, it just makes me think that there's like a fascination or a joy here that either it's unexpected, but I don't think it's unexpected. I think it's just like maybe pleasurable in a way you haven't experienced before, or yeah, it feels like that because it feels like there's like an opening of new senses. It's like that example I gave. It's like somewhere that you've been before, so it's like you, but you're experiencing it, or something where you've been there before, but it's like it feels new, it feels different. I didn't explain that, or that didn't make sense when I said it, but it made sense in my head. Could that be significant here? Something that made sense before? I'm getting like a reversal. Yeah, and this crystal is pointing backwards, not forwards. But I feel like it might be wanting to point forwards, but it's giving that energy of like the anteater. I said it's like after all of this like abundance energy, like a lot of something, like you're feeling very stimulated in some sense, I think. It's like that caused you to jump up, and it's like that's what made you be like, actually the past is comfortable, or lack is comfortable. And then like integrating a sense of it's okay to like climb back down to the floor and experience what is here. I feel like you're like unsure fully if you can really step on the snow. And interesting, the back of the deck is snow leopard, and I'm talking so much about the snow. So there's a feeling of like you feel so at home somewhere, something is like your landscape, but it's like you haven't fully realized the creature that you are yet. Or you're adjusting to the new creature that you are. Or how do I rephrase this? Instead of the word adjusting, I'm gonna use this deck. Yeah, I just thought in my head allowing yourself to get help could be a part of this, allowing yourself to be helped. And then Fox Friend came out, which feels like that. Tying, like, it's like the Magician card, but not representing you, representing someone else. The Magician card is someone who's like able to create anything they want, basically. Someone who has access to much, and then, or to anything. And then that being the friend, because I relate Fox to Magician energy. It's like that being the friend, then this being like highlighting your ability to lean on an energy or another who like provides a sense of like, hey, like this is how you do it. Or I feel like I don't need to over explain it. I feel like that's complicating things, and I also feel like I keep feeling like I'm doing something specifically, but it's not like embodying enough, or it's not like a wide enough net. So that could be what you've experienced. Maybe you feel a bit like you're doing something wrong. Some of you might even feel a bit ill. Yeah, it's a feeling of like you being opened to a whole new world, and it's quite shocking. And I see this going in many directions for all of you. Like this could be a whole new like plane of emotional awareness, or spiritually, or physically, or so many other ways. In some sense, it is like a new environment, a whole new landscape that you feel so fits you, but also you're not sure if you can fully receive or like claim your spot as the snow leopard you are, that gets to walk on all this snow. Explore this landscape. I kind of want to say be a part of this landscape. There's a feeling of falling into love here. That being like telling yourself, like reminding yourself that it's okay to receive. Or if this is more a giving energy, then it's okay to give. It's like this environment or this new landscape, it's okay for you to explore it, or to be there, to be it. It's okay to invite abundance. It's okay to invite nourishment, to invite wellness and joy. Some of you may be feeling a bit of like it's too good to be true energy. Like this bird, like a superb bird of paradise. Like paradise and superb, those are very like wow energies or words. There might be a sense of also like reminding yourself that you don't need to compare yourself with others. Or compare your landscape with others' landscapes. I'm looking at these two birds and it kind of looks like this green one is comparing itself to the superb bird of paradise. But then there's a reminder of like, oh wait, I'm a different breed. And both are wonderful in their own elements, as their own individual expressions. There's a similar energy to the previous pile of like something small turning into something big. This feels like the beginning stages and then so much being birthed from that. Like a small little budding plant that turns into a massive, long-lasting, like full of health cactus. I'm gonna drink some water. With that crystal having been pointing backwards, and this card is also looking backwards, and the eyes that we can see of this bird is looking backwards too. I think there's okay, but some of them are looking forwards and some of them are looking backwards. There could be a strong sense of maybe not feeling fully in flow or feeling like you are reminiscing. Yeah, I feel like you're really just taking something in, and that is kind of maybe making your head like spin a bit, or you really feel like you're in an adjustment period of sorts. There's a car horn at that. An adjustment period of sorts. Yeah, there's a strong feeling of like it's okay to like find your way. It's okay for you to take things step by step. It's okay to be that budding plant that's at the beginning, or it's okay to feel like you've lost and you're grieving the old landscape. It's okay for you to like take your time in finding new routes or establishing whatever is like being invited to be established in this newness of sorts. It's okay for your attention to not always be on that, and to be maybe like going backwards and be processing so much that this is all bringing up in you. Yeah, it's okay to take your time. There's no rush here. And I don't feel like I really need to say that because this energy doesn't feel like it's rushing. You feel very grounded. I think it just could be like confirming to hear that. Yeah, this feels like a thumbs up, like a gentle thumbs up that you probably knew you'd get, but it's just still like a space to process this in. I don't feel like, even though you got the like pointed crystal, I don't feel like you not feel like you need to direct any energy. It's kind of like the crystal is pointed, so you don't need to do the pointing. Things are flowing. And when they do flow backwards, that doesn't mean that you actually are moving backwards. It just means that there's a lot to this road that isn't a straight line. Or maybe it is a straight line that you're going back and forth from or on. And that's just a part of this journey. A part of the experiences that you're going through or have gone through. I feel like you're really caring for yourself and allowing yourself to feel supported. Yeah, the major theme of this whole video seems to be support, protection. It doesn't feel so much like protection in this pile though. This feels more like allowing like your heart. But it's not really giving heart. It's giving body more, like allowing your body to readjust. You might be spending more time resting or asleep or laying. I'm also getting for some of you, it's like you're actually spending less time doing that, but those times feel significant. It's almost like a feeling of you'd expect them to be more potent, but actually it feels like a blissful sort of emptiness. Like there's less harshness. There's like a serenity. I wouldn't typically call this energy serene though, because that feels a bit too sparkly. This feels more still. I really feel like that energy of emptiness feels comforting here. Some of you, were they going from 29 to then stillness or newness and then 27? Some of you may feel like you're taking like a couple steps back. But again, there's a feeling here of that being a part of the journey forwards. Yeah, this feels like such a loving comfort, like thumbs up, you're doing so well. I heard the word amazing, but I was hesitant to say it. So maybe that's how you're feeling, like you feel like something is amazing, but you're hesitant to say it. And I felt hesitant saying that too, so that hesitance could be quite strong here. But I wasn't like, I don't know, I don't feel like honing in on that. It feels like this is such a calm energy of allowance. Yeah, I feel like you're doing things in your own time. Or you're like allowing yourself to like find or sink into a new sort of rhythm. Okay, I'm gonna end your reading there. Pile number 4. I love you. See you in another if I do. That was such like a particular energy. Even though I feel like it could talk about so many different situations. burp. It was like a burp that sounded a bit more like a hiccup. Or maybe throwing up for some. I don't know if I'm allowed to. Okay. Welcome in pile number 5. I don't know if I'm allowed to, and I feel like there's going to be excitement in your reading. Firstly, I've heard a song called Until It Happens to You by Charlie Puth and another guy. And with that, I'm just going to grab something. Here it is. Oh, sorry, spider. I touched its web and now it's going wee. Oh, it's like really spinning. That's so fast. That's like a roller coaster. Okay, bring this rock in. Okay. Let's use this deck. Yeah, I felt like that looked like a web. What is that? Oh, it's glue. Okay, what is it about spiders or webs? Webs of spiders. Whoa, imagine a web made of a spider or multiple spiders. It's kind of what a web is, if you really think about it. Or if you really particularly don't think about it. Okay. Pile 5. Oh, you have a nice energy. It woke me up. I thought I wasn't going to have the energy to do the next pile, but it was just the previous piles that were quite tired. Whee! I heard Alaska. Oh, I actually specifically heard Alaskan. That's making me think of a film from a specific year. Okay, interesting, a specific year. What's it called? Snow Dogs? No. Is it called Snow Dogs? Oh no, okay, I feel like I'm gonna look that up in your reading. Where's the back? Yeah. Okay. Surprisingly slow energy. Or like, slow on the uptake. Oh, that could be me. Like, actually, this is more of a serious energy. I'm just remembering that. No, it's not. This is about gratitude of the moment, I think. There's like a once in a lifetime feeling here. It's maybe. A ray of sunshine. Something not done yet. Maybe some of you are grateful because of something that hasn't been done yet. Or the lack of something. Like, for example, the lack of work. If you're on holiday, that kind of thing. And making the most of it. Or just having gratitude for where you're currently at. Okay. Let's get more of like a theme going. I feel like you built up a lot of energy or a lot of something. That's a lot of cards, and I shall take them all, but I'm resistant to doing so. Something that you're resistant to taking a lot of? I'm wanting to say it's all good things. Ooh, I'm doing it backwards. I feel like saying, look at me, I'm doing it backwards. Yeah, it's like something, it's like when you're so good at something, it's like, I can even do it backwards. Like I could do this in my sleep. What is that? Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna keep getting cards and like piling them up for you. Yeah, again, lots of cards popping out. I feel like you're feeling like the glimmers of something. There may be a small sense of premonition to this. Could be big, but I'm feeling like it's glimmers. Some of you feel like you're ready to take something on, or you're ready to go somewhere. You're wanting to decide on something, or you're wanting to go somewhere. What have you seen? I wonder if there's a bit of like a lack of self-acceptance here. I feel rushed. We have void and spirit of pair. That would go with a sense of like coming back to the presence of gratitude for all that you have. I'm also wanting to say like all that you could have. Having gratitude for all that you could have. Interesting. Or again, like all that you don't have possibly. Or don't experience. Spirit of pair. Yeah, that gives luxury vibes. And void, that like something like a gratitude of not having something. So I just got one example of like some of you have broken up with someone and you're feeling so much gratitude for not being in that relationship anymore. It doesn't have to be like romantic partnership, but it could be like having let go of something from your life that now you no longer have, and you feel such a lightness from that. Maybe a stronger connection to, yeah, lightness and freedom is coming through. It's like a rejuvenated spirit. We have Draco, and it's quite powerful and potent. But it's not giving that, actually. What is it giving? It's like it should be. It's like on paper it is, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels light and more tropical. We have Lemuria, Sycamore. Ah, there's such a loveliness to this. Maple, luxury. Luxury is here. And you don't have to let go of it. You can play. You can... not the word play, maybe. Maybe the word play. I just want to keep getting stuff for you. Okay, take this as it resonates. The words like major self-love action or major self-love ... is coming through. Like a drastic, like cleanse that has put yourself at the forefront, or that you're feeling called to, that would put yourself at the forefront. Why is it so slow? That's what I'm wanting to ask. We have Roadrunner, interesting, because that's like the fastest, well not the fastest, but it's a very fast animal. Is it like the run-up? Are you in like a really slow energy when you're wanting to be in a speedy energy? I feel like this action or this energy, this like letting go, something I feel like you definitely have let go of, that you know, something that you no longer have has brought such rejuvenating wellness to you. You feel like you can flourish because of the death of something, or because of your ability to have energy in a new way. I heard you can carry on mentally now. Okay, we have... I heard carry on like dead animals, which is more of that death energy, but it's like that which is feeding. It's like the death is what the lack of something is what feels so good here. And we have Rhea, yeah, that feels like this mothering, nourishing energy. Because of something that has been destroyed, set at the back of the deck. And it's like that's not coming in the shot, so there's a feeling of something that was like destructive to you, something that wasn't maybe trustworthy, or wasn't just it wasn't a nice energy. It's like you don't have that, so you pee. Dolphin. There's such... I feel like I'm not doing this justice. It's like there's just a connection to lightness that is here. I had found family that could resonate for some. I feel like that wouldn't resonate for everyone here though. Your energetic family. Whale, shark, lynx, and chicken. Yeah, this sense of lightness and freedom. And also such, like, this lynx energy feels a bit like that dolphin energy of, and the cypress, there's like a strong alignment that you feel in. Like, you can really feel yourself. You feel maybe more spiritually connected too. It's like I didn't want to just say the word spiritually connected. I thought of that earlier too when the cypress card came out. It's more whole than that, I think. Or more like... I don't know, that word just doesn't really fit fully here. There's just something so pleasing about this energy. It's like you can really feel more. There feels like a lot of Venusian energy to this. Possibly Neptunian too. Why do I feel like that's not hitting home? Like, you haven't really taken this in though. Like, the lack of something is really feeling good. Because I feel like some of you haven't actually, not, you still have this thing maybe for some of you. And others of you... How do I explain that energy? It's a feeling of like you're leaning into the grief when that doesn't actually feel good or feel like it's to process, but more so like an energy of like kind of choosing to neglect yourself feeling. This doesn't feel like something where you have things to process. This feels like an energy where you can just get up, jump up and be happy. Like, you can choose to live another way. I'm being reminded of that Snow Dogs film. And he like... Basically, he changes his lifestyle completely for, like, a certain amount of time. Or maybe forever? I don't remember. Maybe it's different for all of you here. Like he just up and left his home and went to live in, I don't know, Alaska or somewhere. Maybe that's really wrong, the place. I don't know where. Somewhere with lots of snow. The rune we got is north is need. What are your needs? But it's also that destructive energy of like, what is destroying you? What is destroying your health is what I heard. Or what is, it's like, what is either destroying you? Okay, we'll just go with that. Or what is no longer destroying you? And some of you, there's such a desire to be in the sun. It's like that bright, nourishing, warm, like rejuvenating energy. I need to drink water. Lynx is a very solitary creature too. That could be significant here. I don't know what to say, bud. Why is the energy not feeling like it's this? Some of you, it is. Let's get guidance. I just laugh because it's like, look at all these cards. I kind of feel like there's the back. I don't know how to. I heard a phrase, but it feels harsh, so I don't want to say it. That could be something you're experiencing. If so, there's the reading before this. There could be messages for you in that, because I said that exact same phrase, or the same energy is here. The phrase I heard was "Don't be a baby." This is baby blossom, but it's in reverse. Guidance. Guidance is like, be the villain if you have to. Go your own way. It's another feeling of like separating yourself, or like not being a part of a group, or it's like strongly choosing your own way is what I'm feeling. And more of that, like recognizing that maybe your own happiness involves other people getting triggered. That just means there's parts of them that feel unloved that get to be highlighted by you. Opportunities for them to like discover more parts of their real self and how they can meet their own needs. It's like you choosing to meet your needs will trigger other people who aren't meeting their own needs, and they get to go on their own discovery process. Or not, they don't have to, but there's a feeling here of you get to decide your life. You get to be the one that chooses to meet your needs. Yeah, I just feel like there's such like a blissful energy that comes from not having something. Block. Okay, that's why I'm going to end your reading. That was very simple for so many cards. Yeah, it feels like nothing complicated about it. I wonder if some of you are disagreeing with me right now. Oh, this could have been something that you've looked forward to. Have I already said that? Or like you had in your books, like it's like you prophesized in some way, but it's still tying with like unsureness or personal choice in some way. I think you've just felt this coming, or you knew about this, or I don't know how to describe this energy. Wait, I'm putting one of the wrong cards in the wrong places, I think. Is this really not from this deck? One of these cards has to go in my side deck here. I feel like it's that one, but it just does. I feel like that's such a normal card for me to receive that I thought that would be my other deck. This one definitely goes in here. Wait, oh, wrong one. Yeah. This one definitely goes. Is that just one card? Yeah. In here. This one definitely goes in here. This one definitely goes in here. This one definitely goes. Bye-bye. I don't remember if I said that. This one definitely goes in here. This one definitely goes in here. And this one definitely goes in here. And this one probably goes in here. Am I putting the... I'm gonna check. One sec. Because now I'm questioning, what if I just... No, it was for you. I know. I know. Right? What if it was the previous pile? There could be something, like a strong tie to the past here. Because that relates with this rock. In two ways, actually. This is a rock that I picked up on a beach when I was very young. Ooh. Kind of past life vibes. The previous soul in my body, because I am a soul step-in, and the previous soul, I believe... No. I think upon, like, pretty soon upon, like, entering this new body of mine, I found this rock and a couple of my other crystals. My obsidian and green fluorite. So it has, like... Yeah, there's something very significant about this energy. Strong preparation vibes in here. But also, I mentioned this rock in a previous video. But more specifically, I mentioned bringing it in at a specific time. The time was now. I'm just checking all these cards to see if I had brought one of these other cards in a reading just now. Because if not, then this top one is definitely the one. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay. I think I had just heard Michael Scott. His okay. Okay. Maybe that's not him. I just heard a very specific okay. Okay. Maybe that's definitely not him. I don't know. Who is that? Oh, who is that? I feel like it's a TV series. No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like a film. It's giving like a really laid back character vibe, but that's not like their character. It's just someone. It's like they shrug their shoulders. Maybe it's from Community. I love community. I don't think it is though. Ah! Welcome in, pal 6. I never thought I'd get here. Where? Where did you never think you would get? Center. Center. Hiya! Okay. Cards. It's different though. Ah, this is the, I was gonna say the floating eagles. It's the courting white-bellied sea eagles. That's a mouthful. Mouthful of what? Whale shark. Ooh, something's coming to a close that you had, or coming to a head. Something's coming. Brain would be good to have right now. Okay, that's, I've said the words. Fine. Fine, I won't finish my sentence. Could there be something here? Fine, I won't finish it. Is there like a strong teasing energy to this? Okay, there's just such a strong sexual energy here. Like, very strong. But if that is not your, if that is not you, if that is not a part of this, then what would I say? Could that be a part of this? Like, if it's not, then what would I say? Yeah, that's what I'm saying that was. Okay, I want to say we have Olga, but this is not Olga, this is Orta, who carries... I wanted to say his partner. Then Koro-sensei, who's covering his face. I feel like the tentacles could be important here, and we've got jellyfish here, which feels quite related. Okay, if you are asking about someone, they feel very sexually for you. I'm just trying to like work my way around this energy because I don't know what to say. Could that just be how you're feeling? Like trying to work yourself around an energy because you don't know what to say? Oh boy. I feel like someone likes to tease you. Okay, I'm doing this A and B style. Okay, so it might be not, it could be you that likes doing the teasing. Back of the deck is Roger. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be saying that this is sexual energy. You'll have to really twist my words if not. And I'm gonna be saying this is 2 parties involved. Again, if that's not the case, you'll have to really twist my words. Okay, so person A is on the left and person B is on the right. Person B feels like they're in like a sturdy position and it's like they're drawing in the attention of person A. It feels like person B is like observing from a distance or aware, somewhat aware from a distance, or very aware from a distance. I feel like they're more sensitive to energy than you're recognizing, or sensitive to you than you know. Maybe in multiple ways. Like multiple bodies, like emotional, mental, physical. There's something... I don't know how to explain this energy other than it feels very teasing. It's like they'd be getting in their own sexual energy and then like looking across to you, or like thinking of you, but knowing, like maybe like intending for like a string, like the spider web, like to... It's like attaching a string to you and then to themselves, and then like putting themselves in a specific energy, knowing that that will vibrate and that you will feel that. There could be something about like a mask, or not being able, the person A not being able to see. I don't know what to make of that, because it's like we can see the fullness of the teacher, but not of the student. Oh, interesting, student and teacher. There feels like maybe more of a seriousness on person A's side. Like they're not showing the more receptive side. It's more of a masculine energy on the left, on person A. Like more of a diligence or an assertive energy. I'm not getting assertive yet. I'm gonna get more cards. What's going on with person A? They're the one with the courting birds. The sea eagles. We have gnomes. Yeah, that can be quite a serious energy. To me. I don't know, it's like gnomes don't feel serious to me, but they look serious. It's like I've been taught that they're serious, but they're not actually. So person A might like act serious even though that's not who they are. Like they've been taught to be serious when that's not how they feel. At the back is Eureka. Why did I say Eureka? It's maybe because sometimes I read this and then after I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Eureka. Let's do more. Yeah, that makes me think of learning. Like person A might really value their intellect or their studies or teaching or being like in a position of authority perhaps. But then the card I got was combination, which is the sex card of mine, like combining energies. And that came after I was saying like what do they value, and then that came out. So I feel like there's like a mutual unrecognized desire for one another, or like there's a togetherness here, but like I think person A not realizing that. Person B I keep getting like a cheeky energy from person B. Like luring you in. Or luring them in. Luring person A in. Let's do more of these. Why is the blank card coming out? It's giving unsureness. Is it? Yeah. That kind of just shows it. Yes, I feel like it's giving unsureness. Is it? I feel like I'm not allowed to laugh. It's like, oh wait, am I allowed to laugh here? Morpheus. Person A could be dreaming of person B. It's also giving like imagining, like not just dreaming at night, but like dreaming during the day, like daydreaming. That would explain why reading, and the fact that I addressed you as being person A could mean that a lot of you are person A. It would just make more sense for a reading for like, hey, like they that you like are daydreaming about but don't recognize like their desire for you too. That would, I don't know, it feels like giving information like, hey, look. Back of the deck is psyche. Yeah, it's something about, it's making me think of psychicness or like in the mind. but more than that, like an entanglement of souls, feeling very closely, intuitively connected. It's a very interesting experience, like reading sexual energy, because it's like I can sometimes I'll like hear sounds and like I'm how do I explain this, like I'm not put directly into that feeling, but it's the same, like psychically picking up. It's like I feel that desire, and it's like, what do I say about that? Like, I'm not gonna start making those sounds and showing those sounds. Maybe that's how person A feels. Like, what do I do though? Like, I feel this, but what about it? Okay, yeah, that feels like that gives reason to why I was saying that. Whew, okay. I have to say it too. Like, my mouth feels like it keeps salivating in this. Okay, let's do person B. No, I feel like we don't need more of person B's. It feels like a simple message of yes, they like this. Or yes, they're aware. It feels like a sudden seriousness now. Okay. Let's do an animal card. I'm gonna do some sound healing too. There are sounds, it's just a different kind of sound. It's the one I was hearing. I'm just smiling. I need to stop smiling to make the sounds. Oh, a red kite flying in front. I dove down so far. Wow! Come into my garden. That feels so relevant here. Not their garden, my garden. Wow! Wee! It just flew and landed on a tree. That I realised that I've been calling an oak tree, but I really don't know if it's an oak tree. It's not got any leaves on. Which feels like it could apply to this too. It's like, I actually don't know. I can just see the skeleton. The core of it, not the outside leaves. There's 2 magpies on this tree too. Ah, birds of prey in trees. There's nothing like it. I mean, there are quite a few things like it, but not the exact same as it. Vulture. This is a feeling of like person A. Wow, it's flying again. Whoa, the bird is flying. Whoa, it's flying. It really is. It's flapping its wings. Wow. This way, come this way. For those of you who don't want to be here for this, skip ahead. Ah! I'm changing. Oh wait, no. I was going to change position so I could see it more clearly, but now it's moved. It flyded again. Flyded lefted. Now it's going righted again. Flap, flap. It really is flapping. Ah, now I have to move. Oh no, have I knocked the camera? It flies. It's going back to the tree now. Oh, the wind picked up then. No, it's not going back to the tree. The wind made it change its mind. Oh, it's flapping in this way. It looks a bit directionless. It actually looks very directionful. It's like I could feel its mind like going somewhere, but it doesn't look like that to me. Wait, what are we doing? Close. And it's going back. That feels like this. That it would relate to teasy energy. Like, oh, close. Ah, no. Now it's going back to the tree. Okay, and so I shall too go back to my tree. Oh, imagine if I was a tree. No, imagine if I was sat on a tree. That sounds so much more like mundane or like nothing. Imagine if I was sat on a tree. I meant like, imagine if, well, I actually kind of am. And this kind of is too. And all of these are like trees on trees. But I meant like, what if instead of having like a normal chair, it was just a tree? And I just was sat in a tree. But still here. Still here, but just sat in a tree. Wood you, wah! Would you, wah! It flies. There's a seagull now too. Whoa! He's going to go square! He went right down in the garden. In their garden though. Ow! I hurt myself getting out of the chair. And he flies away. This way, Mr. Bird of Prey. This way. That's what person B probably is saying. This way. He looks like he's now eating something in the tree. It's like he went and grabbed it from the garden and then went back to the tree to eat it. Well, yeah, he just dropped something. Now the magpies are flying down to get it. I had something else to say, but now I've forgotten. That could be significant. You know what else could be significant? Something else. Okay. I sit half down now. It's still eating it. I look down, I glance down, I glance up. Around. What's that? Shake it all about. Do the oogie boogie woogie and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Whoa, I feel like my voice went into like a more English accent then. That's what it's all about. Okay, that didn't sound as accental then. What? It's coming closer. No, don't go into that garden. Come into my garden. Fly. Hey, there's a doggy in that garden. I only saw him briefly. Wee. I'm wanting to say, like, would you rather this or this? Would you rather have really, like, two really long wings? I didn't mean to say wings. Rats. Okay, yeah. Would you rather have two really long wings or two really long rats? They, like, perch on your shoulders like Odin's Hugin and Munin. Wait, no. Hugin and... Is it called Munin? Mugin. No. Munin. I don't know. Odin's two ravens, but rats. It's like their tails are the sensors. They have really long tails. gotten really long whiskers, and it's like I was gonna say, like, you can accidentally trip up on their whiskers as you're walking, but that's like it wakes them up because sometimes these two rats fall asleep. But then I was seeing, like, wait, you could use the whiskers like reindeer? What? Like reins? Yes. Okay, that's why I thought of that word, because it's similar, but it's not the same. Like I said before. Okay, let's go in. Whoa, praying mantis. Those are those eyes. There's a watchfulness going on here. Psychic senses, feeling, vibes. I don't know if that's even accurate to say. It's like, yes, but also, is that important here? I don't think it is. What do I say, though? Is that just how person A is feeling? Or person B too? I feel like person A and B are both, like, watching, but neither are talking or taking action, or there's a sense that, like, person A doesn't see what person A, okay, person A doesn't see what person A is doing or feeling. Person A doesn't fully recognize how person B is feeling, I think. Otherwise, I feel like person A would feel more comfortable. Person A feels like they're on edge somewhat. I just heard when I was staring at person B said, "Come on." I feel like person A doesn't know if they can. I wanted to give an example then, but I feel like the for person A, but it felt like it was coming from a fear of needing to be that way, not actually the truth of being or feeling that way. Like, again, that feeling of feeling like person A needs to be more controlled or more like higher up than lower down. Like with uniform on, need to be more. I don't even feel that completely. Is that just how person A is feeling? Like they don't feel that completely? I feel like I've said the things, like person A feels somewhat, it's like definitely, yeah, like person A said, not completely, but somewhat reserved. I feel like feel like person B, like I'm it's like I wanted to wonder then, okay, let's get more on person B, but I feel like they're not really giving me much. They're just, it's like they've said, it's like simple. It's like they've said what they want to say and that's it. Or they've shown, or they, I don't know, it feels like they're not really moving. Or they, it feels like come get me, but I'm not gonna come get you. That kind of energy. I don't like the way that came out. Maybe that's significant for them. I want a bit more guidance surrounding this person B. Thor. It's making me think of like they're focused elsewhere. So it's like, is that? Yeah, Vulcan clarifying that, but also like two very fiery energies, which makes me think of attraction. But I think mainly there's an energy of them being focused on something else, or being focused on something, and so it's like unless they get dragged away, they won't like be looking elsewhere. It's like they're doing their thing until ... There's a seriousness to person B now. It's like flip-flopped. There needs to be an exchange in the opposite ways. It feels like firm boundaries here. I kind of feel like I've said it all. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna surprisingly end the reading there. Cool. There's a strong element. It's not, I was gonna say a strong element of mystery, but I feel like it's, like I said, it's not. But maybe it is. I don't like the way this is coming out. And that came out before too. It's like, I think both sides don't want to be perceived as rigid as they feel like they're being perceived as. But even that, I'm like, kind of. I feel like saying, take the parts of this like you were clarifying to hear, and or was like lightening. Like, take the parts that were for you, and it's a feeling of like this maybe could go in two directions of like bogging you down or really firing you up, or lightening, feeling relieving or clarifying. So there's like a reflection here of you could choose to fall into the clarifying category. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Bye bye.